We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Browns in 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off, Byron Jones.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Odell Beckham Jr.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. You look at this Browns defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff, and it's
touchdown! Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 5.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And take it right at the 35. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
94 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jackson on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
They'll fire deep, looking for more.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They go play action now. Jackson.
He drops this one off underneath here for Hill.
4 yards the pickup, first down.